Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our new review of The Circle. This is season 2. This is episodes 9 through 12. We have met now John the Psychic Santa. I enjoyed these episodes. At the same time, I got very frustrated with the decision making of certain people within these episodes.
Yeah, there was some stuff that frustrated me, but there was also some really fun stuff too. There's lots to get to.
There's so much to get to. I have such an appreciation for certain people in this game at the moment. I'm enjoying this season. I hope we're not being set up for kind of a predictable end where I kind of have at the top of my list. I think River is probably going to win this season.
Probably, and if he does, I ain't going to be mad at that. He's played a great game.
Yeah, he has played a great game. I have questions about some other people, John, and we will get to some of that here. But okay, before we go further, if you guys want to join our big friendship circle of YouTube subscribers, all you gotta do is, just hit that button. You'll be very, very happy. We won't scream alert at you every time we post a video. It'll just be here for you to enjoy.
We just recently hit 47,000 subscribers, so we really also just want to say thank you to everybody who's helped us reach this goal. It's been really cool to have such growth at our channel the past few years, and it's because of you guys hitting that subscribe button, so thank you so much.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. If we were in the circle, we would have one of those big parties that they do if we hit the 50K, where we, dance to it by ourselves.
By ourselves in here?
Yeah, which is always fun. Okay. Let's start, I guess. Let's just begin with this. John, why do you trust River more than anyone else?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting that is where they decided to go with that, especially since Jack had built up a good relationship with Chloe a bit more as Emily, and Lisa Lance had not really built a relationship with much of anybody. I mean, a little bit with River, so I kind of get that. But it was very strange that they were straight away, it's River, we've got him till the end. I was kind of like, why? You guys just kind of came into this. Would River be someone who would trust John, the psychic Santa?
If I was the two of them, what I would have done is say, okay, you know what? Some of these OGs are probably all going to stick together. Regardless of what our previous relationships were, I would go to Kat, I would go to Mitchell right away and be like, listen, these newbies, they're going to gang up on us. We got to try to find a way to kind of get some power back in this game ourselves. I foresee a good ending if we all work together.
Right. No, it's true. I mean, this season 1, it was sort of all the originals made it to the end, and we're sort of kind of getting into that same situation again. We lost Kat, we lost Mitchell, only person left is John, and it's two people that have been around, since closer to the beginning. So we're kind of back into this situation again.
I will say this. My favorite moment probably in these 4 episodes was when John was giving everyone readings, and he kept doing the number thing, and everyone was like, "You're right on the money, John."
That was so funny.
He was wrong every single time.
No, that was great. That was so great.
It was interesting seeing the circle not only give them this weird Wilford Brimley character, but then also being like, he is a psychic, so you have to deal with that. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, they made him so outrageous with the Santa and the psychic and the big mustache that there was a period of time where I was kind of like, is anyone going to really believe this? Or is it just so out there that everyone will believe it? And that's kind of where we are.
The thing that's I
think people want to believe he's real.
It really is. I mean, how would you not want to believe this? The thing that's going to be great about this, though, is that even if they do think it's a catfish, never in a million years will they imagine that it is two people who are already catfishes in the game coming together and forming like a mega catfish in the end.
Yeah, they won't. And the thing about it, too, is that John just came in way too late. He hasn't made enough connections. He's only really made a connection with River, which is not enough to get him the win of the game. So, I mean, we're getting into the finale. It's coming up.
Yeah.
John gonna win? No. Sorry, John.
Yeah.
And That really frustrates me because Lisa wasn't playing the greatest game as Lance, but Jack was playing a fairly good game as Emily before that whole dirty circle makeup challenge came in and just screwed him.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jack that happened. I mean, yeah, it's great he's getting another chance, but it's another chance that he's not gonna ever win. I mean, I'm at least grateful that they didn't stick some poor newbie in so late in the game. Like Ed and his mom last year, like, as weird as that was, like, they had no chance, and it had to stink being like, oh yeah, you guys are on the show, but we're just gonna shove you on and you're gonna be just like ridiculous fodder for the end of the season.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay, let's talk about Kat, because this is the elimination besides Tara Alicia that upset me the most.
Yes.
I really like Kat. I think she's fun, she's smart, she's interesting, but she made a really bad move where she went to Courtney and she went to River and she started trying to like plant these seeds about Chloe. And I was really surprised that she did that because she is later to the game. She knows that these two people have been there longer with Chloe. They've all been there since the beginning. So you don't know if they have a relationship or not. You don't know if there's any wiggle room there or not. She tried to like suss the situation out too much. Like, it was too obvious that that's what she was doing.
You have to be careful. It's sort of like gardening where, you can't plant too many seeds too close to each other because then it's just going to all kind of fall apart and you're not going to get what you want in the end. It's like you have to be careful. Like, plant a couple little seeds over time. And Kat just took her packet of seeds and just went whoop, like right on the ground.
Yeah, instead of even before planting the seeds, check out the soil to see if anything is going to grow. So just have a conversation with them, see kind of where they're landing on things, see who they're close to, feel it all out. And if you're like, oh, these three are really close, well, okay, maybe I can find a way to get in there. And then, instead of planting seeds, just be part of the garden.
Some bad soil, Kat. Should check the soil.
Oh, no.
See, this was sad in a couple of different ways, too, because I was really, really hoping, okay, here we go. We have Trevor as an influencer. We have Chloe as an influencer. The showmance has all the power. Is Trevor going to be able to use his wiles, which are really just Delisa's wiles, in order to convince Chloe to turn on River and Courtney? I actually thought for a split second it was going to happen and River was going to be booted here.
And I think if Kat had not gone in this direction and sort of was working more with Chloe and trying to work it out, and she had gone in with a bit of a different approach, it might have saved her. The problem is just Chloe is so close to River and Courtney that it is very difficult to break that up.
Yeah, it's clearly almost impossible, and I will say
it is really impossible. Everything that Mitchell said and being with Trevor in that talk where they were finally, okay, we're going to execute this plan.
Yeah.
Mitchell, he tested the soil. Let's see what's going on with, River over here, Courtney over here. Is there any kind of movement? He got off that chat and said, no, there is no movement here. These two are bonded. This is solid. There's no wiggle room. Cool. All right. Let's kind of move on to the next phase then. That conversation with Mitchell and Trevor trying to talk to Chloe, it was very honest, and I don't know how, obviously Trevor's catfish, but everything that Mitchell told Chloe about the Joker, about it being Courtney, he's right about everything. And I think having Trevor there to back him up should have been enough to actually turn Chloe and really think about it, because River and Courtney have not given her that.
I think the problem here must just be that River and Courtney got in so early, and, Trevor has been with Chloe for a very long time, but I think Chloe sort of must just be thinking, okay.
Mitchell's new.
Yeah, Mitchell's new, and Mitchell, he spent a lot of time early on showing off his cake and his muscles.
And then he friend-zoned her.
Yeah, and then he friend-zoned her, which, Chloe's not down for the friend-zoning, as we figured out, and Mitchell just decided, okay, I'm going to really formulate a plan and start playing hard in, his final few days.
It's too late.
You gotta You gotta wake up and smell the Circle coffee a little bit earlier than this, Mitchell. It's a shame because I never thought I would say this with Mitchell early on. I really like Mitchell. Like, I think Mitchell could go on like a Big Brother or a Survivor and actually be a pretty good player.
I liked Mitchell way more than I thought I was going to like Mitchell. When he first came in, I was like, okay, here we go, another bro. He really surprised me. Even though he played his plan a little late in the game, him and Trevor's plan was really good. And it could have been executed if he just had even just a couple more days to be able to sort of really kind of test the soil, plant some seeds over here. There was time for that. He played it too late.
He played it too late. He wasn't able to get enough people to rank him high enough, which once again goes back to John. And the big question here is, why did Trevor and Mitchell not try harder with John? And on the same time,
they really didn't.
Yeah, because that was like somebody, as much as I want to blame Jack and Lisa here and be like, how dare you guys go over and trust River? It's like, okay, Mitchell and Trevor, you guys should have done more with John as well, because if all of them had sort of just been like, okay, let's pool our resources, like, this would be a little bit risky, but John, we trust you. We're going to I'll rank John number 1, because we already saw River and Courtney do some shenanigans with ranking John pretty high.
Yep.
John, you could have been the chosen one. Like, you could have been the one to pull all this off, to snake either River or Courtney. You would have been beloved. You would have been the greatest, weirdest mustache psychic in the history of reality television.
The problem is for John is just, I think he is in a position where people are just going to use him. That he's a tool in this game. I'm not saying he's a tool, but like he's someone that people are going to use in this game like River and Courtney did. And it could have been with Trevor and Mitchell as well, to bring someone else in so that if they couldn't get Chloe entirely, they were still able to have the 3 of them with John included in it.
You know what would be absolutely hilarious? Is if in the finale we're in a situation where, let's say Trevor is like, oh, I don't want River and Courtney to win. I'm going to rank them low. I'm going to put John at like number 2. And then River and Courtney are going to like put like Trevor and everything. What if John wins because everybody has like placed him in like 2nd or 3rd place?
No, John is not winning this game. I am sorry. It's too bad, but I mean, it's just, it's a fun twist, but
that is my
got screwed.
Chaotic evil ending for the Circle season 2, where like Jack and Lisa just start like dancing around on the stage. Everybody else is just like confused, being like, how did we let this happen?
Like the awards thing?
Okay, the Circle Awards thing. Mitchell, you guys hurt Mitchell's feelings. How dare you guys?
This is again why River deserves to win this game. Like, he's played really smart. He really has. I mean, everybody likes him, but he's been able to use sort of these anonymous type times in a really good way.
Here's the question that I have with River, and I'm still bouncing it around in my head. So he got to be super influencer. He got to control everything. He could do whatever he want with it. And instead of, I thought he was going to get rid of Trevor in this spot, because I was like, okay,
he should have.
Trevor's a threat. Trevor is someone Chloe could rate high in the finale.
Yep. I don't know why he didn't cut Trevor. He should have cut Trevor.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it just, he has like a marginal relationship with Trevor versus he doesn't trust Mitchell at all?
That's what I think it is. I think just that conversation that River and Courtney had with Mitchell, I mean, it went nowhere. I think he can, marginally trust Trevor a little bit more than Mitchell, but Trevor could win this game. I mean, I wouldn't want to sit at the end with Trevor. I would rather sit at the end with Mitchell. Mitchell's not winning this game. Yeah,
it's sort of like a question of, okay, would you rather keep someone in Trevor who may rank you like 1 spot higher than Mitchell would have ranked you? Or do you get rid of someone in Trevor who Chloe is probably going to rank 3 spots higher in the end than she's going to rank Mitchell?
That's why the conversation that Lee and Mitchell had when Lee went to go see him was so good.
It was so funny because Mitchell was just like, Yeah, you made the right decision.
Yes, that's why when they were sitting on the couch, he was just like, yeah, you made the right decision. I was coming after you. And, you know, it was good to see that fun honesty.
Yeah, like that's what I do like about this season. I think most everybody is pretty interesting a character, and I think they're mostly pretty likable. Like, I think Courtney has kind of gotten a little bit of the, like, edit going on here.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that kind of edit going on, but I like a good sort of TV Joker villain kind of edit. It's fun. I mean, it's made Courtney... I mean, Courtney seems like he's a nice guy. I love seeing all the stuff sort of with his family calling in and all the videos and stuff like that. Like, he's obviously a nice guy. But he's playing ruthless, and it is nice to see somebody on this show playing this way, because the first season, really good season, but it was very sort of kumbaya with everybody. And then this season, we have Courtney who's like this and making all these moves, and sort of, he's not afraid in this game to make these types of moves, to play a little bit dirty, but to also still build these good relationships. He's been very entertaining.
I think 4 out of the 5 people left in the game here. Sorry, John. But everybody else remaining at the moment, I think, are all pretty interesting winners in their own right, because I think they've all done a lot. And I think that gets me excited about the end of this.
Yeah, because we haven't talked that much yet about Chloe and what an incredible game she's played. She's in such a good position. I mean... Her and Trevor are close. She's got this great relationship going on with River and Courtney as well. I mean, John doesn't dislike her either. Everybody really likes her. She's the last girl in the game, even though she's not, but she doesn't know that. But she's in a really good spot. Nobody doesn't like her. Everybody likes her, and everybody wants her on the team, to the point that we actually saw Trevor and Mitchell trying to pull her over. She's a hot commodity.
I think Chloe's
from Too Hot to Handle. Just in case you forgot that they're doing a crossover on this show.
Just in case. And ironically, the crossover twist that we did not like in the beginning, and I still don't love it.
No, I don't like it. I don't like that they cross these over to try to push another show, but I ended up really liking Chloe a lot.
I think Chloe is my winner pick to win in the finale now. I just think that, River... Maybe you put a target on your back being a super influencer. Maybe people will be like, oh, I don't know if I want to rank him so high now.
I think that Chloe will probably win, but I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to say River. I think people really like River a lot. I think he's got a lot of people behind him as well. I just, I think River's going to win. I'll throw that out there.
Here's the thing I actually want to see, though, more than whoever wins.
Trevor!
Yes, I want to see Chloe.
I want to see Trevor. Oh, you want to see that? No, I actually want to see Trevor win. I think that Delisa's played an incredible game. I just don't think she has enough allies because of what's going on with River and Courtney. They don't have her back. But, man, she has played such a good game.
Yeah. I'm rooting for Trevor on a personal level. On just a pure madman level, I am rooting for Trevor and Chloe in that scene where she finds out that it's actually Delisa. That is going to be the greatest moment of the season. Just judging from how Chloe has reacted to every other thing that has happened to this season, where it's always like twice as shocked a reaction as it probably should be.
And then next month we will hear that her and Mitchell are dating.
Oh, God. Okay. Well,
I'm putting that out into Psychic Jessica.
Hashtag Psychic Jess. You're probably a better psychic than John. Let's just throw that out there.
Maybe.
All right. Well, what did you guys think about these 4 episodes of The Circle? Give us your winner pick. Give us everything that you've enjoyed about this season so far in the comments. And if you do enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and support us by checking those links to the store alongside our Patreon, and we'll see you here next time.